And Frank Pallone spoke at the Monmouth Family Health Center in Long Branch. Many of the patients there have relied on the ACA, also known as Obamacare. The congressman says the program has allowed this center to expand, to even open a dental clinic and women's health center. Plus, he says, many who go there now have insurance through the ACA, which they did not have before.
I just wanted to say briefly in response to your question. The fact of the matter is that the Republicans over the last 6 years tried to make this an ideological debate, left versus right. And what we're saying today is that is not what this is. We put the ACA in place because we found a lot of people couldn't get health insurance. Their costs were going up, their out-of-pocket expenses, their benefit package was diminished. Now I think the debate has to be practical. What does this really mean to the average person?
My son is 4 years old, and when he was 2, he was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. He almost died. And so now he has a pre-existing condition. Luckily, thanks to the ACA, insurers can't discriminate against us for his pre-existing condition. So we get very good coverage, that we pay for. And he's not at risk of losing coverage or having certain types of coverage that's really essential to his life denied. And it's been a
Well, I've been told, not by the Republicans, not by the chairman, not by you, but by, K Street and everyone else around here, that you guys can go down to H157 right now as we speak and go in there into the basement, the secret basement that, that the speaker says would never happen, and look at the bill that's going to be marked up next Wednesday. But I can't go down there. Maybe the lobbyists know where it is. They know what's in it. I don't know what the media knows, but they certainly know there's a markup. Maybe the Russian ambassador's down there, and he can tell us what's in the bill. Maybe they'll let him in. Right now, myself, Mr. Green, Ms. Eshoo, can we go down to H157 and see this bill? Would you just ask? I'd like to know whether I can go down there and look at this bill.
Well, we were told that the Republican leadership on the committee was making the bill available to their members, to the Republican members that day, which I guess was last Thursday or Friday, and that they could go down to a particular room in the Capitol and see it. There's no question that that took place, but by the time we got there, either we had the wrong room or they had removed the bill.
Repeal bill before us will seriously harm American families. Most people who garnered health insurance under the ACA will lose their coverage. Those who retain health insurance will pay a lot more for less coverage, and states will seriously ration care for those who still have Medicaid. For 7 years, Republicans claimed to have a better way, but it turns out that is nothing more than an empty slogan. After 7 years of sabotaging and obstructing the ACA, Republicans have finally presented a repeal bill less than 2 days ago that is incredibly destructive to the little guy, to the average working man and woman. Now, Mr. Chairman, I'm not a fool, and neither is the American public. Throughout the coming days and weeks, Democrats and advocates alike will band together to bring transparency to this process, and we will expose the GOP policies for what they are, a prescription for disaster.
Mr. Pallone to speak on his amendment.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I offer this amendment to strike the cutting and capping, the complete rationing of care, and I stress rationing of care, for millions of Americans that depend on Medicaid. Since the results will put 77 million Americans and their providers and their states at risk, I think this is a reckless and irresponsible way to proceed. But the unfortunate thing is that we're talking about real people and real lives that matter and deserve our comprehensive consideration.
Getting those CBO numbers right now, I'm reading through them. They just came out. The top line numbers that really matter here, 24 million more would be uninsured by 2026.